Hey everybody, it's about time for bed. Had a full day. It was really good. We we got to the camp at normal time. It's like 8 o'clock, and ran through our normal rotations. And they were really good to start. Lots of participation, lots of adult involvement, and then as the day went on, it got kind of increasingly worse. So the last rotation, we had very little adult involvement. The plus to that was they were curious as to why it failed so much, why there was so little participation from the kids, and they were under the impression it was just because the kids were just bad kids, they're misbehaving. And I explained, and we explained to them that it wasn't that the kids were misbehaving, because kids are going to be kids. It was just that there was only one adult, and that adult was the translator, and one adult can't control 50 kids by themselves. And so really great opportunity for them to learn there just from experience. But on the plus side, the way that they've broken off into smaller groups for Bible study, and the way that the adults have been engaged with the students has been really good. And all of that was really easy to celebrate and to be grateful for. So right after that, about noontime, we took 350 kids from downtown Port-au-Prince and walked them across essentially what is I-40. It's a road. It's a 3-lane road with traffic going both ways, about 70 miles an hour. There's no road signs. There's no speed limits. There's no stop signs. It's just go as fast as you want or as fast as you can. And so we got all those kids across the road and then through a cow pasture. Lots of really nice cows and goats, and really beautiful country, mountains all the way around, and walked down to the beach. And you could tell the kids that had never seen the beach before, and just a lot of excitement, a lot of splashing and laughing. And we kind of created a barrier around the outside of them to make sure they didn't go to a certain point, and the other Haitian leaders were kind of scattered throughout just to make sure that they were all behaving and that everybody was being safe. And some leaders did really good. A couple of them brought their own whistles and like scattered them when they were clumped together. That was great to see. And then some of them just kind of swam and enjoyed the beach, and that's fine. You're going to get that no matter where you go. And so we got them in the water, and then we got them out of the water, and they all changed. And it's really hard to describe how beautiful it was. It was just, the mountains come right up out of the sea, and so it was comparable to Hawaii in the way that the mountains and the beach meet, and the mountains go all the way around. And so I got some really cool pictures today of just the kids at the beach and the mountains, and it was really neat. And we walked back, got back over the interstate, got them back to the camp facility, had a meal together, and then the beauty of the day was the leaders led organized games at a point that there was nothing structured to do. So yesterday, after the rotation and after the big meal, because lunch is like their big meal for the day, they just kind of have extended free time, and there's no real structure to it. Today, they led games that we taught them. So they played musical chairs with the kids, and the music was incredible. The worship band just kind of played random music and made up words that involved like saying walk and sit, to tell them to walk and sit, and that was really cool to see. The music was diverse. It was complex. It was, oh man, it's so good. And they played on the sea, on the land, which is where you have to jump over the line. Just all kinds of really easy games for a lot of kids to play all at the same time, The little ones played on the playground, and the older kids just kind of spent time in the shade. And it was actually a really cool moment today. One of the team members was pulled to the side by one of the translators and was asked to go and talk with some of the younger leaders. They had questions, mostly pertaining to sexual sin. And they had an hour-long conversation about it. Because in Haiti, sexual sin is not it's not talked about. It's not talked about in a spiritual way. One of the translators said that most churches don't talk about it as a sin or as something spiritual, but they focus mostly on safe sex. They want them to know that more than they do the other things, because they know that they're just going to go and have sex anyway, so they don't talk about it. But the younger adults really wanted to ask questions, and they wanted to ask questions from somebody that they respected, and that just happened to be one of the Americans. And they were able to translate all that, and the conversation was really good. And I wasn't there, but it sounds like it was a very powerful conversation for everybody involved. So lots of things to celebrate today. Really full day, very tired, very ready for sleep. Tomorrow is going to be strange. So you guys can please pray. So when you get this, it'll be today. Today, we get up early in the morning for breakfast, and then we get in a car and get to the camp around 7, because the people that are driving us there want to be there for Bible study. And then we're going to go to their church's service. So we've been doing our camp at what's a school and a church, and their services are tomorrow at 8, and we're going to it. One of our team members was invited to preach because the pastor found out that he was a pastor, and in Haiti, to be a pastor is a big deal. They're respected, they're highly elevated, they are near the top tier of society. People really respect pastors. And so when the pastor found out that there was an American pastor here, and there's a lot of them, most of our 13-member team are pastors or retired pastors. And but this particular guy just happened to be in the conversation, and he was invited to preach, and he accepted. And so we're going to listen to Davey Lewis, is a youth minister at Inglewood Christian Church, and he's going to preach in a Haitian church. There's probably going to be 1,000 people there. Most of the churches in Haiti are packed, 1,000 to 3,000 people in the churches in Haiti. So we're also going to lead worship for them. So we're going to lead 4 of the songs in the service. It's kind of like a special music for them. They just want to worship with us and have us lead it, which is beautiful. And so we're going to preach for them, and then we're going to worship with them. And we're expected to be kind of done with the day around noon, and we don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. But it's going to be crazy. I'm excited about sharing that with you. Today was a good day. So thank you for your prayers. Please keep praying, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.